today's video, we are going to be learning how to create a logo. We are going to be creating this logo right here, Reader's Touch More. This is for a makeup studio. Firstly, we need to open our Adobe Illustrator and create a new project by going to the file, new, or using the shortcut key Ctrl-N. For the artboard size, we are going to use the normal A4, standard A4 size. We are going to be using it in pixels and create. We are first going to create a circle since the logo is in a circular shape. We are going to select a circle at the toolbar or using the shortcut key L. I'm going to start by giving the fill a black color or a golden color. Let's use the golden color. And we're going to remove the stroke. Just click and drag while holding down the shift key. I'm going to centralize it in the middle of the artboard using the align tool, horizontal align and then the vertical align tool. Firstly, we need to create the type font of the logo by going to the type tool or shortcut key T, click and drag to type in the name of the logo. We are going to be using Reader's Touch. Reader's Touch. Highlight it, increase the font size. Let's give it 48 points. We are going to change the font style. We are going to use a script font, a script type font, just like this Candice. Wow, we are going to be selecting another font similar. We are going to be using this font called Countryside. This is the font I downloaded and installed on my computer. Press escape to unselect. Resize the type 2 box. Align it to the middle of the artboard. Selecting the text. Go to the align. Align horizontally and then vertically. We are now going to expand this text so that we can arrange it. We can make it into a vector shape. Going to object, expand. Okay. We are now going to make this R a little bit up, then closer to the E. You can leave this T as it is, and then the S. I'm going to just make it a little bit up. And for this, we are going to be connecting the A and the S using the pen tool. We are now going to select the pen tool using the shortcut key P, or you can just hover here and select the pen tool. Select the A by clicking Ctrl. Select the A. We are now going to get rid of these points. While on the pen tool, we are going to click on each of these points to remove them. We are now going to cut this line using the scissors tool. Shortcut key C, or you can go to the line segment tool, to the eraser tool. Right click and select the scissors tool. Select these points and this one as well. Go back to your selection tool. Go back to your direct selection tool and click on this line here. We are now going to remove this line by using the direct selection tool. A, select this line, delete. We are now going to use the pen tool to connect this A with this S. P for the pen tool. Click on this point. Just click somewhere on the S and just drag it a little bit to give it a curve shape. Go back, click on the point. Click somewhere around here to give it a shape. Go back to this point and click and drag to give it form a curve shape. Adjust it. You can click this point using the direct selection key A, or you can hold down Ctrl while on the pen tool. Select this point. Just move it and move the handle a little bit. Now we are done with this. We are now going to write down the MUA using the type tool. Shortcut key T, click and drag. Then type in MUA. Escape, resize the text box, highlight it and change the font. I'm going to give it a Gothic shape, a Gothic font. I'm going to give it a Gothic font, so we are going to use this copper plate Gothic light. Pressing escape, we are going to give it a little bit of spacing in between each letters by highlighting the MUA. Go to your character at the properties panel and go to the vertical VA and just give it a little bit of space by pressing the arrows up. You can use the drop down arrow and just select a number of space. For this we are going to go with 100. We are now going to expand the text. We are going to object, expand. Okay. We are now going to change the color of this font. We are going to give it a golden color for the text, for the reader's touch. Highlight it. Go to your fill in the appearance panel. Go to swatches, gradients, bright, and just select any type of gradient that you want. For this we are going to select the gold gradient. We are now going to edit this gradient by pressing G, shortcut key for gradient, or going to the gradient tool here. Gradient. You can now adjust the slider. You can add a point just by clicking anywhere in between these points and drag it to the other part and just edit it as you wish. And for this, the gradient is applied on each individual letter. But while selecting the entire letters, you can adjust the gradient by pressing G and just dragging it from any point of the text to another. we now have this effect, but we are going to use the first one, so Ctrl Z and adjust this light opacity. Going to the gradient, move it a little bit, click on this one, create another point and drag it to the other side. Triple click on it, make it a little bit darker. So that it can stand out. For this MUA, we are going to resize it, change the color of the font, give it an orange color. We are going to go back to Reader's Touch, highlight it, change the gradient. For this, we are going to use another gradient. Go to Fill, select the gradient that you want. We are going to swatch library menu, gradient. We are going to use a metal gradient. We are going to select the first one here, gold, choose gold. Going to adjust the gradient. We're going to the gradient panel. Make this a little bit yellowish. Change this color. Make it a little bit lighter. I'm going to drag the triangle. We are going to use a rectangle for the background of this radial shape. Select your rectangle tool, M, click and drag to the bottom. Change the fill color to black and send it to the back of the artboard. Arrange, send to back. I'm going to ungroup this. Ungroup, select the rectangle, right click and arrange it to the back. I'm going to change the color of this to white. And for the icons, we are going to be using the rectangle shape to create the icons. Firstly, we are going to create a lipstick shape using the rectangle tool. Change the fill color to black and then click and drag to give it a shape. We are going to change this fill to a golden color, but we are going to use the eyedropper tool to copy the color of the text. I shortcut for eyedropper tool. Select it. G to change the gradient, and just click while holding down Shift key. Click and drag. Resize the shape of the lipstick. We are now going to make another rectangle, M, and just click and drag somewhere around here. Change the fill color to black. Select both of the shapes. We are going to select both of the shapes using the align tool. We are going to align it to the selection. We are going to use the horizontal align. We are going to change the shape of the rectangle on top. We are going to use the same color. We are going to make it a reddish color. A bit of dark shade. And to make the lipstick shape, we are going to be using the direct selection tool A. Select one of the anchor point at the edge. I'm going to select this one. Select only this one. Click it using your arrow keys. Use the down arrow button to make it down. We are going to make these sharp points into more of a curve point by selecting these 2 points, holding down shift. Using this point, we are going to click and drag it a little bit to give this curve shape. I'm going to adjust this. Click, selection tool, click and drag. Extend this one as well. Using the direct selection tool, we are going to select these 2 points, A. Using your arrow key, we are going to bring it down. Going to adjust this one. And here we have the lipstick shape. We are now going to create the brush icon. We are also going to use the rectangle tool. We are going to make the fill the fill into a brown color, a dark brown color for the brush. Just click and drag. Let's make this a little bit lighter. I'm also going to change this color. We are going to use a color that will complement with this. Let's go for ash. A little bit purplish color will do. Let's make it lighter. For the brush, for the tip of the brush, we are also going to use a rectangle shape. Click and drag. Adjust. Change the fill color to, let's say, black. I'm going to use the direct selection tool to create the tip of the brush. I'm going to select this point, just drag it. I'm going to also select this one and expand the shape. Now using the pen tool, we are going to give this brush a little curve. While the brush tool is selected, hold down Alt, go to the edge of the shape, click and just drag it a little bit outward. Make the brush a little bit longer and slimmer. I'm going to adjust the shape as well. Direct selection tool, select this point, drag it to D so that it will intersect. We are also going to use the pen tool to give a curvature shape to the tip of the brush. While holding down the Alt key, I'm going to select this edge and just click and drag it. I'm going to click this one as well, drag, click and drag. I'm going to give it a little bit of design around here using the rectangle tool. Select the rectangle tool, just click and drag around here. Give it a little bit, give it a golden color. We are going to be using the same gradient for the text. Using the eyedropper tool, we are going to copy the color. And to give it its shape, we are going to select the handle of the brush with the shape V. Select both the shape and the handle of the brush's shape. Select both of the shape. While using the shape builder tool, we are going to delete this edge part, that's the unwanted shape. While holding down the Alt key, we are going to just click on it, click. We are now left with this shape. And for the tip of the brush, we are going to change the fill color. We are going to use an orange color for the tip of the brush. For this point, we are going to use the direct selection tool to give it a round point. Click and just drag it a little bit. We are going to use the gradient tool for the tip of the brush. Click on it, go to fill, select the white and black gradient, go to the gradients menu here, change the color of the gradient slider. For this, we are going to use the orange color. This one we are going to use darker orange color. Go to the gradient tool, click and drag. We now have this gradient for the tip of the brush. Adjust the size, and here we have it. Now we are going to create the eyeliner icon using the rectangle tool. We are also going to click and drag to form a shape of the container. Change the fill color, let's say to a reddish color. Reddish color will do. Make it a little bit darker. Adjust the width by holding down the Alt key. We are now going to copy this exact same shape by selecting it, Ctrl C, then Ctrl F to paste it at the front. We are now going to click and drag it to the top of it. while holding down the shift. We are going to adjust the width while holding down the Alt key. We are going to just adjust both sides. Like so, and also the height. We are going to change the color of this so that it can look like a rubber color. We are going to give it an ash color. Make it a little bit darker using the K color slider. Just form that rubber color. And for the tip of it, we are going to use the ellipse tool, shortcut key L, or just drag to the rectangle tool, right click, then select the ellipse tool. Click and drag to form the shape. Change the color of the fill. Using the eyedropper tool, we are going to pick this same color. Shortcut key I, click. I'm now going to drag this shape, adjust it. Using the direct selection tool, we are going to change the form of the shape by selecting these 2 points, holding down shift. Using your arrow key, we are going to move the 2 points down, just a little bit like so. Just adjust it. Adjust the tip using direct selection tool. Click on this point. Just make the handle a little bit inward. Just make it a little bit down. Reduce the height of the shape. Going to change the color of this. We are going to be using this same color of the lipstick container for this. Using the eyedropper tool, I, and select it. We are going to adjust this shape using the direct selection tool. Select these 2 points and just make it a little bit curved at the edge. We are going to do the same for this as well. Adjust this shape. We are now going to group the shapes individually. For the lipstick first, Ctrl G, then the brush, and then for the eyeliner. Then arrange it on top of the logo. Select all of the logos and resize it. Just adjust them. We are now going to adjust the text. We are going to lock this background by pressing Ctrl 2. And also this background as well, Ctrl 2. I'm going to select everything here and adjust the text. We are now going to add a curvature text around the top. We are first going to create a circle for the curve shape using the ellipse tool or Ctrl key L. Click and drag while holding down the Shift key to make a perfect circle. We are going to change the fill with the stroke, Shift X. We are now going to select the type tool, right click on it and select the type on the path tool. Just click somewhere around here. We are going to expand this shape. We are now going to use the type on the path tool to click on the shape. Reduce the size of the text to 6 points. We are now going to change the text. We are going to write EST 2022. Highlight it and change the. We are going to highlight it and change the font type. We are going to use this font called Constantia. We are now going to adjust the text. Clicking on this and then dragging it. Just drag it somewhere around the top. Highlight the text and change the font size. Just make it a little bit bigger. 8 points. Escape and adjust the text again. We are now going to expand the text by going to Objects and Expand. Okay. We are now going to resize it. Press while holding down Shift Alt and drag it and place it on top of the logo. Change the fill color. I'm going to use the eyedropper to copy this color. Using the align tool, we are going to align it vertically. Using the align tool, we are going to align it horizontally on the artboard. Adjust the text. We are now going to use the clipping mask to clip mask this shape. We are first going to release the lock icons, the lock shapes, by pressing Ctrl plus Alt plus 2 to unlock everything. We are now going to select this shape. We are going to copy it, Ctrl C, then paste it at front. Ctrl F, right click, arrange and bring it to front. We are now going to lock in this shape by clicking on it, pressing Ctrl 2. Highlight everything, unlocked, right click and make clipping mask. If you want to adjust anything here, you just have to triple click on it. Bring it to front, arrange, bring to front, arrange, bring forward. We are now going to save it by pressing Ctrl S or going to the file, save. Select the folder you want to save it, logo, change the file name to logo. Click on save. Okay. We are now going to save it. We are going to export it as a PNG. We'll go to file, export as. While in the folder, we're going to change the save as type to PNG. Click on the use artboard and export. Okay, and this is the final result of the exported logo. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is how to make a really simple logo using Adobe Illustrator. I hope I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.